Hi everyone, this is Veronica. Today we are going to discuss a topic that in Himachal Pradesh, monkeys are declared as vermin. So vermin means those animals, category of those animals which are considered harmful for the human population and the crops. Right? They're considered dangerous also. So we'll discuss this topic in detail. For my video updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. This is our channel StudyIQ. If you're preparing for any government exam, a pen drive and tablet courses are also available. For additional information, you can call on these numbers or you can visit our website too. The PDF of this lecture will be available on our website in both the languages, Hindi and English. Now see what is the relevance of this topic. At objective level, how is an animal declared vermin? This is important. What are the provisions? At subjective level, what are the issues and concerns associated, and what could be the alternative measures here? So now in what context today we are discussing it, because monkeys have again been, because already there was some time when for few months the monkeys were declared as vermin, but now they have been declared vermin for the next 1 year in 11 districts and 91 tehsils and sub-tehsils of Himachal Pradesh. Now state government had urged the center to declare monkeys as vermin because these animals have been harming the crops and causing harm to the humans also. They were proving to be potentially dangerous to the human population as well as crops. So now we'll discuss when is an animal declared vermin, what are the laws available in our country. Now wildlife laws divide species into schedules ranked from 1 to 5. Now schedule 1 members are the best protected in theory, with severe punishments meted out to those who hunt them. Suppose there are wild boars, nilgai, rhesus monkeys. These are in schedule 2 and 3. So these are schedule 2 and 3 members. They are also protected, but they can be hunted under specific conditions. But then there are other birds and animals like crows and fruit bat fall in fruit crows and fruit bat. So they fall in schedule 5, vermin category. So here's a question of you for you, that apart from this rhesus monkeys, who are the other animals which are considered as vermin, who are declared as vermin? Now the next is section 11(1)(a) of Wildlife Protection Act, which authorizes Chief Wildlife Warden to permit hunting of any problematic wild animal only if it cannot be captured. So there are 3 conditions. They can be hunted only when they cannot be captured, tranquilized or translocated. Now the third is for wild animals in schedule 2, 3 and 4. Chief Wildlife Warden or authorized officer, they can permit their hunting in a specified area if they have become dangerous to humans or property. So these include standing crops on any land also. Now section 62 of Act, it empowers center to declare wild animals other than schedule 1 and 2 to be vermin for specified area and period. That is what is done in this case. They are declared vermin for around 1 year. Now, it has given a lot of concerns to a lot of environmental and wildlife activists. Not many people are happy with these decisions. These decisions raise question about whether it is right to kill wildlife that damage crops. This is one question. And more pertinent is whether the problem has been framed and assessed correctly, and culling, the appropriate solution, is in the first place. So here I have used the word culling. So culling means the selective slaughter of the animals, because as they have become harmful or for whatever the reasons, is culling is the only option. So now here, why culling is not a good idea, we'll discuss that. For example, removal through capture or killing may not prevent recurrence of conflicts and may even exacerbate them. That means Himachal Pradesh, for instance, killed hundreds of rhesus macaques in 2007. With conflicts recurring within 2 years, sterilized over 96,000 macaques since 2007, while conflicts continued to increase. So this is not the only solution, because again we can see a lot of conflicts. When animals are hunted, some will shot several times causing tremendous pain, but many others escape with one gunshot or flesh wound and die later slowly and in unimaginable agony from blood loss, gangrene or starvation or dehydration. So even when the mother animals are killed, orphaned babies are left behind to starve. So you see, there's a lot of ethical concerns also. And then there are provisions to allow wild animals to be killed can also be easily misused because as they contribute to the illegal wildlife trade also. There are already huge black market for nilgai body parts such as skin, teeth, nails, meat in Uttar Pradesh, and wild boar are often used for meat. So in parts of India, wildlife species such as wild pig, elephants, macaques and nilgai occasionally damage crops or property. However, there are still no reliable estimates of economic loss nationwide which are available on which we can take a decision to declare the animal as vermin. Now following here, we'll discuss a list of reasons that scientists show us why the killing the animal isn't the problem and why animal is not the problem. So we'll discuss here some scientific reasons. So first is habitat loss, because see, deforestation and lowered green cover in cities has been driving animals into crop fields and human dwellings in search of food. So this is one. Another is fall in predator population, because fall in population of predators such as there are tigers, leopards, which lead to a consequential rise in population of herbivores also such as nilgai and deer. See, this is the food grain, like there are grass, then deer eats it. Okay, deer eats it, it is then eaten by the lion. Now what happened, lions and tigers, what we do here, then even if the nilgai is there, so we are hunting the upper carnivores, the top carnivores. So when there will be no predators to the second step here, so their population will automatically rise. So this is also one of the problem, because there's fall in predator population. So this is the predator population. Now next is drought. If natural calamities such as drought affect human beings, so is the case with animals in the forest also. Drought dries up availability of food or foraging, driving wild animals into nearby crop fields and human dwellings in search of food. Now next is humans feeding the animals. So this is where the tourism, there's a lot of tourism, because this is one of the major problems these days. Tourists often offer foods to animals roadside. This habit makes them chase tourists expecting the same from all the tourists. So this is also bad, and here we can notice from these four things that animals are not much of a problem. But now can we talk about, are there any other alternatives also? Now see, crop damage by wildlife may occur when animals enter crop fields because of habitat alteration and fragmentation, because crops are edible, or because the fields lie along movement routes to forest patches or water resources. So for this site-specific scientific information is needed, which helps design targeted mitigation and participation of affected people. We can include the local communities here also. This includes supporting local communities to install more important and maintain a sustained basis. For example, they can go for biofencing, they can go for power fencing. So what they do, if there is a field here where the crops are grown, the biofencing is done or the power fencing is done, and the power of this is so low that animals just get a shock, that they fear to come near this thing. So we can ultimately protect the crops without harming the animals. Next is crop insurance. Even geotagging will work. We'll tag the animals and then we can get an SMS. So we can make use of technology in this case also. And then when we talk about crop insurance for wildlife damage, which the Environment Ministry recently recommended, it can be included in the National Crop Agriculture Insurance Program also. An insurance approach recognizes wildlife as a part of the shared countryside and as a risk to be offset, rather than viewing wildlife as antagonist belonging to the state that one wishes away. Then solutions such as adequate fencing, noise makers could be there. Repelling animals naturally from farms through the use of chili plants, as is done in South Africa, right? And such means can be tried. For example, even in Africa, for example, planting of chili plants around crops was found to be successful in addressing conflict with elephants. So these are few of the alternatives available. Now in comment section you can tell me what other alternatives you feel are right, and what do you feel, what are the main reasons that animals are encroaching or coming in the human dwellings. We have already discussed this, and this is a one mains question for you also. Do you support the Environment Ministry decision to allow some states to cull wildlife? Should such wildlife be called vermins? Critically discuss the ethical issues involved in this decision. So I'll see your answers in the comment box. You can contact me anywhere on social media. Thank you.